$53,000 per year or $4,400 per month, which is 81,000 rands per month, just for talking, asking smart questions, and following up. No fancy background. This is one of the roles from in-demand, high-paying, low-entry barrier jobs you can get into and build a career. If you are currently job searching or thinking about switching roles or industries, this might be the opportunity you've been waiting for. I'll also leave where you can find these jobs down below. Number 1, SDR. Every company needs leads. No matter what they sell, software, coaching, physical products, one way or another, they need people to go out there and find potential customers. But most sales teams don't have time to do outreach and close deals. That's where SDRs come in. Take this company for instance. Distro is a fully remote software company based in the US. They build back-end tools for licensed cannabis businesses, things like inventory management, compliance tracking, and order processing. As an SDR at Distro, you are not just reaching out to random people. You are contacting vetted leads that the company has already identified. Your job is to connect with operation managers, compliance officers, or sometimes founders of cannabis businesses and figure out if they are struggling with inventory management or regulatory issues. For an SDR role, Distro offers a base salary of $55,000 per year, which is about 81,000 rands per month, with a performance bonus of about $25,000 per year if you hit your target. And on their website, they even specified they pay the same amount regardless of your location, and currently their employees are in 4 continents. This is a win because most US companies tend to reduce pay for offshore talent, which in most cases is still high for the locals in those countries, but in a way it's not fair because they do the same work. So companies like this one are attractive. No degree required or experience for this. This is just one example of an SDR role, but you can be an SDR across industries or companies. If you've never heard of an SDR role before, you may wonder what a typical day of an SDR looks like on a more general level, because obviously it differs from company to company, but a typical day as an SDR involves you reviewing your task and leads, sending out a batch of personalized emails, following up on people who didn't respond, etc. This job requires you to document everything: who replied, what they said, and what are the next steps. You will also test different messaging approaches, see what works best. So at its core, it is structured work, but there is a lot of creativity involved in how you connect with people. But why are SDRs in demand now more than ever? Every business goal is to grow, and growth for most businesses starts with leads. Companies can't close sales if no one is filling the pipeline. So companies hire SDRs to handle the front of the sales process, which then allows their closers to focus on already qualified leads. This role is ideal for people who are curious, good at asking questions, and comfortable being told no. If you've worked in retail, customer service, a call center, or even just managed DMs or emails for a business, you've already built the core skills that transfer directly into this role. But you can also do this even if you've never worked in any of those places, as long as you have the qualities. It's for people who can think on their feet, follow through, and aren't afraid to strike up conversations with strangers. But like any other job, this job isn't for everyone. If you absolutely hate routine, can't stay on task without someone watching over you, or you take rejection very personally, you might struggle in this role. SDR work is about following a system every day, staying positive even when people ghost you or say they are not interested. If you think this is something you can do, start by taking a free course on CRM tools like HubSpot, watch YouTube videos about the role where they walk you through cold emails, discovery calls, etc. The second role is specialized AI training. AI models like ChatGPT or Claude AI and the likes are built by engineers, but they learn by interacting with humans. That's where AI trainers come in. While general AI training jobs are still valuable and available, AI is being deployed into fields like healthcare, law, engineering, psychology, music, finance, education, fields where accuracy and context is just as important as everyday English. For AI to improve in this field, it needs real subject matter input. That's why companies are now hiring people with academic or industry expertise to help refine AI systems for very specific domains. These roles aren't technical. You are not coding. You are simply using what you know to make AI smarter, sharper, and more accurate. Maybe you studied chemistry or psychology or law or even music. Your job might involve reviewing AI-generated responses and flagging errors, outdated references, or misused terms. For example, you might correct how a diagnosis is explained, fix a flawed legal reference, or suggest a better way to phrase something from a psychological or academic lens. You are helping AI sound less like a robot and more like an actual professional. This isn't surface level editing or general AI training. You are shaping the way AI behaves in your field of knowledge. You don't need to be a software engineer or know how to code. You just need to know your subject matter and have a good grasp of English. AI training roles usually pay between $3,000 to $4,000 per month depending on the company and the number of hours you commit. For example, Invisible Technology pays around $4,000 per month with no degree or experience, and Outlier offers part-time positions with lesser pay. But once you move into specialized AI training, not general AI training, the pay jumps significantly. Companies are now offering $5,000 to $7,500 per month or more for trainers in fields like healthcare, finance, engineering, law, etc. Some gigs are long-term, others are contract-based. This role is perfect for people who have spent years gaining knowledge. You could be a recent graduate or a professional who feels underpaid, overlooked, and want to do more with the knowledge you already possess. If you've ever worked as a teacher, researcher, academic, analyst, or in any specialized role, you are already qualified. Now, if you don't have a degree or specific subject expertise, you can still enter the space through general AI trainer roles. These are open to more people and often require strong communication skills and critical thinking. Companies like Invisible Technology or Outlier and Remote Task post these roles frequently, but bear in mind that the competition is much higher because it's not specialized knowledge, and they are not as in demand as specialized AI training roles, especially right now. They can easily find people for general topics. These roles aren't for everyone. If you struggle with reading and writing in English, get bored with repetitive tasks, or you are looking for a get-rich-quick opportunity, this isn't for you. You will be reviewing long responses, critiquing answers, and doing detailed feedback work. It's mentally demanding, it takes focus, but it's also rewarding, especially if you enjoy writing and helping shape the future of how AI works in your industry. Number 3, executive assistant. For many years, this used to be mainly an in-person role until the pandemic. That's when most founders and small businesses started hiring more and more remote EAs, and the industry has been growing ever since. You'll find these roles on Upwork, Remote OK, LinkedIn, Himalayas, etc. As an EA or an executive assistant, your job is to run your executives' life behind the scene. You'll manage their calendar, ensure meetings are scheduled without conflict. You will track their to-dos, send reminders, follow up on emails, book travel, prepare reports, etc. Obviously, you are not going to be doing all those things, but these are just examples. The idea behind this role is creating mental clarity and remove decision fatigue, something many of these founders or small business owners value. It allows them to focus on high-impact work. This role is for someone who thrives in the background and takes pride in keeping chaos under control. You may wonder, how is this different from a virtual assistant or VA or admin assistant? A VA typically handles general tasks like data entry, customer support, or managing simple email lists, often for multiple clients at a time. It's broader, less involved work. An executive assistant, however, works closely with one individual at a time, usually a founder or a C-suite executive. You are embedded in their workflow, aligned with their goals, and understand their working style inside out. You are not just managing tasks, you are managing their time, energy, and focus. That makes this role even more strategic and ultimately perceived valuable. If you're just getting started, you can expect to earn between $1,200 to $2,000 per month in a part-time or junior role. With more experience and solid references, you can get paid $3,000 to $4,000 per month. Senior EAs who work with high-level executives or take an operational responsibilities can earn around $6,000 or more per month, all while working remotely. This role offers more than just doing tasks, because you learn how businesses operate behind the scenes, how leaders make decisions, how deals get closed, and how teams are built. Many EAs eventually move into higher impact roles like operation manager or project lead or even chief of staff, especially in small-sized companies. This role does grow with you if you are willing to grow with it. But this job isn't for you if you struggle to work independently. Founders don't have time to manage you. They're relying on you to manage them. If you freeze without constant direction, this will overwhelm you fast. Number 4, technical support. Another high-growth remote role that's flying under the radar because it sounds intimidating to most people, but pays consistently well, especially for offshore talent. Now, before your brain starts screaming tech job and you imagine fixing servers or writing code, wait, because this role isn't what most people think. It's not about debugging software or doing anything overly technical. At its core, this job is about helping users navigate a digital product properly. For example, if a customer's dashboard won't load, their payment system failed, or they can't log in, they'll reach out to support. You'll read their message, maybe ask a few follow-up questions, then guide them through a fix. If the issue is simple, like clearing a browser or resetting a password or updating settings, you walk them through the process and you handle it right then and there. But what happens if it's a real bug or systems issue? You don't fix it. That's the engineering team's job. Your responsibility is to document the issue clearly, maybe include a screenshot or a screen recording, and then escalate it to devs. You keep the user updated while the fix is being worked on. That's it. So no, you don't need to be a technical expert. You just need to be sharp, resourceful, and know how to communicate properly. The demand for technical support specialists has exploded because companies are going global, with more startups and SaaS businesses offering 24/7 products and services. They need support teams in multiple time zones. That's where offshore talent becomes not just useful but strategic. US-based companies are now hiring support reps from places like South Africa, Kenya, Nigeria, the Philippines, etc. Not just because it saves money, but because it allows them to deliver round-the-clock customer service without burning out their local teams. If you have strong English skills, a reliable internet connection, and the ability to stay calm and organized, you can absolutely compete and get paid in dollars. This is one of the most accessible remote jobs for global talent seeking stable income and international work experience. Salaries vary depending on experience, hours, and company type, but for offshore talent in particular, you can expect to earn around $700 to $1,200 per month for entry level, so this is someone with no experience or under 1 year experience. And then for mid-level, you can expect around $1,500 to $2,500 per month, sometimes more. And then senior level or lead support, you can expect $2,500 to $4,000 plus per month. This isn't the right fit for you if you get easily overwhelmed when multiple people are asking you questions at once. Support work can get repetitive. You will often be answering the same types of questions every day. It also requires strong written communication skills, since most tasks are handled through chat or email. Number 5, project manager. A project manager isn't the person doing the actual work. They are the person who makes sure the work gets done. They are the ones constantly checking in and asking, where are we with this? Who's blocked? Is this going to be done by this day? What needs to happen next? They are the glue that holds everything together during a project. The secret: you don't need to be an expert in what's being built. Whether it's a website, a marketing campaign, a product launch, or an internal system, your job is to guide the process, not doing the hands-on work. You just need to know how to manage people, timelines, and tasks effectively. The job isn't for everyone. If you hate following up, it's a big part of the job. Or if you struggle to stay organized, you might burn out quickly. Project managers often deal with team members missing deadlines, clients changing priorities, and needing to remind people to communicate updates. If this kind of back and forth frustrates you, it may not be the best fit. Junior roles can start around $1,100 to $1,200 per month, depending on your time commitment and the company size. With more experience, you can earn definitely a lot more, even up to $5,000 per month. You don't need a degree or PMP certification to get started. Of course, if you do take a short project management course and get certified, it can give you, or it will give you, an advantage. But don't let the low entry barrier fool you. You still need to show up strong. Just because the role doesn't require formal education doesn't mean you can put in minimal effort in your application and expect to get hired. You still need to craft a sharp application, position yourself or your skills and experience correctly. This is a role where being dependable, detail-oriented, and proactive truly pays off.